Hey, what's up? This is C4K. Today I'm going to teach you how to read Korean in few minutes. Korean alphabet is called Hangeul, and many linguists say it is the world's easiest writing system. If you look into each letters, it is very simple, but the grammar and expression is a different story. When King Sejong created Hangeul, he said, "If you're smart, you'll master Hangeul in one day. Even a fool will take 10 days to master Hangeul." I agree with that. If you want to know more about the background history about Hangeul, please check down the video on the link on my description. Today I'm going to tell the logic about Hangeul, so if you know this logic, you will be able to read Hangeul right away. In Hangeul there is consonant and vowel and few more. Of course, it's just like in English. It needs at least one consonant and one vowel to make a syllable. For the basic Hangeul letters, there are 14 consonant and 10 vowels. These are the 14 consonant and 10 vowels. And you can see the phonics below each letters. For the consonant, there's a name for each consonant. We call this like 기역, 니은, 디귿, 리을, 미음, 비읍, 시읒. But that's just the name of each consonant. You don't have to memorize that one. You just need to memorize the phonics for each consonant. For the vowels, the phonics itself can make itself. For instance, starting from the beginning, a, ya, o, yo, u, yu, I. This sounds same if you combine consonant ing with the vowel. Basically, with the ing or without the ing, the vowel sounds same. But the vowels, you don't write it by itself. You always need a consonant. Every word, every characters need to be combined with consonants. So let's start off with consonants. K, n, d, r, m, b, s, ng, z, ch, k, t, p, h. Very simple. Now if you combine those consonants and vowels, it will make one syllable. Start with this word. K and a, you combine. Ka. This makes ka. K and o, ko. It just goes like this. N and a, na. N and ya, nya. Same. Just combine it, it just makes one syllable. For Hangeul, what's different with the other language is every syllables are separated. One character equals to one syllable. See with the examples. Let's go with Hangeul. Han. H and a, which makes ha, and there's a final consonant. You can put a consonant under one character, which is already made. Ha and n, which makes han. G and which makes ku. R, 글, han, 글. Easy, right? You'll get used to it. It's much more easier to read. It is straightforward. Let's compare with the English. Banana. We have a banana. Every alphabet is connected together. So like this, banana. You have to separate each syllable by itself, which makes like this, ba, na, na. If you write this in Hangeul, you can distinguish each character as each syllable. Ba, bu and a, ba, n and a, na, same na. Banana, banana. Like this. Let's go with more complex English. Television. You have to separate each syllable. Tel, vision. In Korean, we write tel, le, pi, jon. The pronunciation is a little bit different. There's another way we could write it more similar to the English, but there's already a rule, so I'm just gonna go along with the rules. So television. Combine it, television. Different pronunciation, but we're not focusing on the pronunciation. If you have followed up to here, now you have learned 70% of Hangeul. Hangeul was created in a very scientific way, so each letters represent sound made after speech organs. So if you study the phonics of consonant, you will understand it. It is very easy to memorize it. If you want to memorize the consonants very easily, I'll put them to Canada song. It's a song that kids sing. It's just like an ABC song. So if you just sing along, then it'll be very easy to memorize all the phonics. I'll put down the link on the description. Okay, now you know we need at least one consonant and vowel to make a syllable, one syllable. For the vowel, there are 10 vowels. In this 10 vowels, we can split this vowel into vertical and horizontal vowels. Vertical vowels are just like vertical. It's just straightforward. If you just look at it, vertical vowels are the vertical vowels and horizontal vowels are horizontal. Why do you need to differentiate this vowel? Because it's where you place this vowel with the consonant. For the vertical vowels, if you combine with the consonant, you always place it on your right side of the consonant, as you have already seen, like this. Consonants and vowel, ka. Horizontal vowel, you place it under the consonant. Ko, kyo, ku, kyu. If you just look at this, you might say, oh, this is freaking complicated. But it's not really complicated. Consonant and vowel, consonant vowel, I've already explained about it. Vertical vowel, you just put it on the right side. Horizontal vowel, you put it below the consonants. One consonant and one vowel is the simplest form of combination. B and a, which makes pa. N and a, na. N and a, same, na. Banana, banana. You have already seen this word. The vowels used on the banana is all the vertical vowels. Now we'll go with the horizontal vowel. For the vowel, you put in. The syllable is same with in or without a in. So u, this is u. J and u, you put ju. J and u makes ju, uju, which means space in Korean. Complex vowel is a combination of vowel together. If you just look at it, you might think it's kind of complicated, but it isn't really complicated. If you look at this here, 11 complex vowel. Ye. Syllable is same, this two. This 4, you just memorize it. And for the other complex vowel, if you know the vowel, you'll figure out the syllable for this complex vowel. O and a, wa. O and e is here, right? We. And this one you have to memorize. U and o, wo. U and e, we. U and e, we. And e, ui. It's just straightforward. So if you know this vowel, you'll figure out all these syllables. Except for this one, these 4, you just memorize it. Ye. So those are the complex vowels. So let's combine with the consonants. K and e, ke. K and we, right? K, u, i, kui, which means ears in Korean. Now the other form, one consonant and one vowel, one final consonant, what we call 받침. The final consonants are placed under the other syllable. 그, a, which means ka, right? And you can place under that. Mium, which phonics is ka, kam. 그 and e, ki, 감기. This means cold in Korean. Try another one. B and a, pa, right? Combine one final consonant, pa and pang. T and a, ta, tan, pangtan, which means bulletproof in Korean. You have come through everything. This is the last one. One consonant and one complex vowel, or you can put 2 final consonants. This isn't really used very oftenly, so you don't have to worry about this. Is like complex. 11 complex consonants. It looks kind of complicated, right? Because combined with the other consonant and vowel, it might look complicated. But you don't have to worry about this. It isn't oftenly used on the vocab. You don't pronounce every phonics for this complex consonant. You only pronounce either one of this consonant, which the letter in front or the behind. It depends on which word you are using. For instance, like letter sa, s and a, which goes sa, and r and mu, which r and which goes rum. Sam, it just goes sam. So the first letter r is exempt from this word. So basically the pronunciation is same with sam. Take off r, pronunciation same with sam. The vowel a and and h, but you don't make a pronunciation for h. So this is an. Basically the pronunciation is same with an. Now lastly, there are 5/10 consonants letters. And this is like the easiest. You don't even have to memorize it. This is like the intense pronunciation. There are only 5. If you just look at this, it looks like a double consonant. The pronunciation is just more intense for this 5 letters only. For example, like ka, k and ka. And if you put this double consonant, 10th consonant, ka, ka, pa, pa. The solo phonics for q, k is k, but for this one it's k. For this one, d, p, p, s, ch. You'll get used to it if you just keep looking at it. Now you have learned every logic, how to read Korean.